Yesterday budget present Korea Biche, Chief Minister Ni Puriobra, Nagaland Legislative Assembly Secretariat Kohimabra, press briefing ekta Dr. Rio Kun Finance in charge ase Tabra, it budget of new initiative Madishem. Idu Homoy Tabra, Chief Minister's Health Insurance Scheme, Aro Chief Minister's Life Insurance Scheme, Aro Nagaland Skill Mission Kundubra 5,000 youth scheme employment tibule aim Korea se, Idukan laga Kutha Kurishe. Tai Janashe Nagaland Tourism, Hospitality and Transport Scheme pra 200 gari, Aro 500 homestays concessional loan dia laga kuishe. Konyak Heritage Village Project laga Jangari digna Dr. Rio kushe North Eastern Council laga matat pra itu village Monday Konyak Morangs nota panaishe. Aro sabse ucha point de traditional ang core panabo. Itu Heritage Village to April 15, 2025 day inaugurate kurbo. Power sector de CM Bragushi solar power mission do Department of Power under day implement kurbo. Power Department de rupees 300 crore revenue loss swapi kushe. Prepaid electricity meter reportai kushe edukan private company bra dibo kundu revenue collection do sorgar bra hisabo. Idu system do bosti khande joldi nabunjubo pare hulibi urban areas khande mandatory hobo koina CM bra kushe.
Per month. Their medical allowance was supposed to get 800 rupees. So they are contributing 50% of that. And for them, they get 20 lakhs per annum. For anybody in the family who gets sick, they can access that money, not at one go. They don't need to give any contribution, but they will get 5 lakhs per annum for anybody in the family who gets sick. So that is a scheme. And as I mentioned, 60 hospitals in the state, 66 and 66 outside the state are impaired. So anywhere you go to those impaired hospitals with your health card, then it is a cashless treatment. And then they will access that. But you have to only be careful that they don't overcharge you or don't give any unnecessary medicines to claim. That part is your duty, because even if you are given excess medicines, you may get sick also, or if you are not given proper medicines, that also you will not get well. So it is for your own interest. And if you have any more savings, and anyone in the family gets sick, then till that 5 lakhs in a year, you can take that, avail that opportunity. And for government, it is huge. That is inclusive of the elected members and the pensioners.
So that is this will continue in the coming year also. In the budget, we have kept 15 crores. I think we need not elaborate on this because I need not elaborate because it's given there in the write-up. Then we have the Chief Minister's microfinance scheme, where you see subsidized loans are given to business or people wanting to set up business. So this 24-25, the allocation was 30 crores. We aim to increase it and expand the activities under this. So the allocation under this in 2025-26 is 50 crores. Then we also have that Integrated Business Hub and Innovation Center, which is in Forest Colony in Dimapur. That is now up and running. Now, this year, the Honorable Chief Minister and the Finance Minister has initiated or introduced a number of new initiatives. I'll just in short quickly run through this. One is the Nagaland Skill Mission. This has been set up with the intention to at least create and employ 5,000 youth within this financial year. So for this skill machine, 5 crores has been kept in the budget, and it will be dovetailed with that CMMF FI, that is microfinance, that 50 crores. And under this, again, the target is to support 500 homestays and 200 transport units.
So it is already road is already done, black topping, even inside this complex. So I'll give you concept idea. See, 9 constituency MLA seat in Mon. So 9 MLA constituencies, each is building a Konyak Morong of their own region, of their own design, with their materials. Only the foundation is concrete, and once it's come up, then it is with wood, then wood carving, log drums, and the roof is of kochupata. But it is very strongly built and very beautifully done. So, and then under my supervision, one building is built, Konyak Morong. That is handed over to Duda because the department is going to look after. Then we are building an Ang house on the topmost, which will become a museum. So all the museum pieces of your antiques, artifacts, motifs, and all kind of precious materials will be contributed by 9 constituencies and have a museum in the Konyak heritage, which will be a strong house, but will have typical Konyak heritage. Then we have multi-indoor, which will have a seating capacity of not less than 2,000 plus. Then we have amphitheater, even bigger than NSF Solitary Park, open space with all gallery and your rostrum. Then we have administrative building, very nicely built. We have staff quarter. Then we have 2 dormitories. And then we have 2 playgrounds and a helipad on top. Then in that middle, we have a public park where you have tea garden with some plants, and then footpath with gazebo and toilet. So 14 to have a final visit, and this will be inaugurated on the 5th of April, coinciding with Outing Festival. So some of you may like to come and see. If not all, you can come and see and then report. And there will be a permanent site. So other tribes are demanding that we should be also giving this kind of facilities, but it may not be possible. But the place is beautiful, and the proximity to the town. We could close at 843.21. So that is an improvement of 62.57. And that's why that will further reduce our deficit over the years. So when you look at that, see, every year we are doing better. Say 2024-25, our estimation projection was 905.78, but we could touch 843.21. So there is an improvement of 62.57. So that's why our deficit of 905 has come down to 843.21. 0.21. So every year we are improving. Maybe I'll give this detail in the budget discussion reply so that you'll get clarity. Deficit of 2018 and 2019, that deficit was 1,630.67. And over the years, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in 6 years, we could bring it down to 843. It is almost 50% improvement of our deficit. Presented a surplus budget, I would say. No.
Balance in the sense expenditure and receipts are equal.
Yeah. Because we have improved open our projection by 62.57. And then in allocation also we have given generously, and CSS and land bank, all these things we have put. I would say sufficient. Demand is always very high, but our receipt and balance is very positive. We have, I would say this budget, because of more comfortable situation of our finance position, it is a budget of new initiatives. Power demand is very high. Yearly we purchase power. By the end of March, we may be spending about 600 crores. 600 crores. And you know that when you purchase at a lesser price and spend at and sell at higher cost, few paise or a rupee or so, commercial is little less, but commercial is little more, but domestic is little less. So purchase and sale, we spend about 600 crores and the revenue that government get back is, the best is about 50%. That means annually we are losing from power about 300 crores. That's why we are trying to do everything, even increase the hydro sector, but land issues we could not improve. So we are also trying in the solar system.
So you're not answering my question. I want to know whether, yeah.
So you see,
It is supply and demand. So you have to pay for what you purchase, you use. Why there is power loss? One is definitely transmission loss. But otherwise, power theft, non-payment, and therefore, when during I had the privilege of working with the then Prime Minister Vajpayee. He took over the government and he set up a department known as Disinvestment Ministry. So, is it PSUs, government undertaking, should be sold out. Most of the government hotels run also were sold out. And in that policy, even today, Air India has been sold out. Actually, there was no takers, but they made a big deal, good deal, because Air India has so much deficit, debts, and then the overhead, these staffs, liabilities, the running loss and they continue means they are losing more and more. But Tata company came in and they took over. They paid the government, plus they take over the burden of the staffs, how to deal with it. And now the service is becoming more efficient. Likewise in power sector also. Some people are against pre-metering and they're afraid is that private parties will come and they'll charge us more. Maybe not more, but prepay means you pay for it. It's like charging your battery, your SIM card prepaid. So if your prepaid is finished, then the light will go off. That's why you will care for yourself that, oh, my prepaid is coming to an end, I must buy. No? So that card they will buy. And that means when we improve our hydro or power, this thing, producing our own powers, we can also have some welfare program. And this prepaid metering, you are aware, this commoditization, we did not touch village area, but we are touching the urban areas. Because urban areas, most of the liabilities or all these problems are getting particularly places like Dimapur, Kohima, Mokokchung. So if we can deal with them, make them understand, and if people have, cooperation and support, then even the rural areas will have sufficient light. And you see, in a small house, you don't take the connection, but power taps are there, washing machines, your deep freezer, all kinds of things, appliances are utilized, but they don't pay. So that little drops of water make a mighty ocean. And that's why in terms of 100 crores state to be losing from one agency, it's a huge loss.
Sir, what was the revenue loss in the power sector?